Hi, this is PocketPlaythroughs. I'm Jacob,
And I'm Will.
and this is our second playthrough for Sonic Adventure DX for the PC.
I don't really know anything about any of these games. I haven't played any of them, so I have to I'm just gonna be making up wise-ass jokes about the entire game.
Yeah, this is the opening cutscene for the game that is actually in pretty good animation. Yeah, as we're going along here. This is basically just kind of depicting what the last scene is going to be like when you finally unlock Last Story, and showing a couple other cutscenes that are going on later in the game.
For 1999 or 2000, whatever you said it was, this is some pretty damn good animation.
As you can see, that's, as most people can probably guess by now, that's the
This
final
isn't even-
boss of the game.
This isn't even Square Enix, and the animation is fun.
And
Or at least for the cutscenes. This part anyway.
yeah, this is pretty damn good. I really like this. And as you can probably tell now, this is the Open Your Heart theme that's just now playing, which is the main theme for this Sonic game, which is one of my favorites up there with Live and Learn in
Or
Escape
at
from
least
the
we
City.
hope it's playing, because right now we don't hear anything.
Yeah, there's just some minor issues, but I'm sure we can edit it out when the actual video's done itself.
Or, in this case, edited in.
Whatever. This is just kind of introducing all the playable characters. We have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Omega, and
Big.
yeah. And now we're just now getting to the main menu of the game, and yeah.
Select a file.
By the way, I apologize for any mistakes I make ahead of time. I'm trying to record this while using the arrows on the keypad, and obviously it makes it kind of hard to do around at corners.
Yeah.
And this is me getting confused with the controls and trying to make a new file,
Select a
because I haven't
file.
played this game in a while.
Also, we apologize for any glitches
Select a
or
character.
odd skips in audio or video.
Let's get him.
We're having some technical difficulties at the moment.
And let's begin Sonic Story, because we don't have any other characters to play as.
Because he's turned a new file.
This is the opening scene of the game where we get introduced to the in-game animation, which is okay for its time.
Substantially less, but still, yeah, okay. For its time.
Yeah. And what's this? A helicopter flying in between buildings?
The thing about that,
Isn't that kind of illegal?
air vehicles aren't allowed to fly below the rooftops of any building.
Don't they have to like stay a certain altitude, which is actually far above the tops of buildings?
Yes. Well, in some cases,
Oh, hold on. I like
Helicopters.
watching these cop cars right here just drive by like they're in road rage.
air vehicles can fly a bit lower to get a better view of the city, like to chase.
Yeah, I love those. I love how people have road rage in this game so much. And we get introduced to Chaos, which is the main boss that constantly changes throughout the game.
I can see his brain.
That got released from the Master Emerald along with the Spirit of Tikal, and we'll find more about Chaos and her, and more of the flashbacks, and how they got to be where they are now.
Why is he made of water?
Oh, it's just kind of a thing that they get explained later in a flashback about how he was basically living in the pools around the Master Emerald stand.
Don't give too much away right now, though.
Yeah, those, as you can see, they tried to shoot him, it did nothing. And I really like this guy. He says, our weapons are useless, and then right now, he continues to keep on firing.
That's funny.
That's pretty stupid. And Sonic gets introduced, and he wants to have some fun, trying to battle Chaos.
So, if using a homing attack on his brain works, why doesn't shooting him in the brain work?
Because the humans are, I guess, stupid, or the bullets don't travel through to the brain. I don't know. Yeah, I like doing lots of different things just to try to get Chaos to do lots of different dodges and all the different moves he can do as Zero. Because as we all know, Chaos Zero is the weakest form. I just like seeing what exactly attacks he can do. He can stretch his arms out with the little glowy stuff to make it hurt you, and he can like do
I was wondering what
sudden
that
dodges.
Hey, I'll play with
I don't know, I guess it's just chaos energy. And we finished the first boss fight here in the game, and we'll keep on going. This line coming up here from Drummond, I think, is actually one of his better lines of the game. I think is more like to a Sonic type character. when Chaos runs away. This line, it's right here. Let's listen in.
Come on, you big drip. Where you going?
I don't know why. It's just one of those lines that I think always sounds kind of funny just to hear voice actors kind of say. Do like a mocking Sonic kind of voice.
Yeah.
And right now we get introduced to Eggman and his ties with Chaos.
Oh, it has something to say. Now I forgot what it was.
Yeah, there's lots of long pauses in this game.
Well, they did the rain
It's
pretty well.
Chaos, the god of destruction.
Close up on his fat.
Eggman is so fat.
I've seen fatter people.
And now is when the story really starts to kick in, with Sonic one day relaxing along the beach, and we get introduced to Tails in a few seconds here.
Yay, Tails.
Tails is alright, even though he's supposed to be depicted as an 8-year-old kid.
Tails?
Yeah, I'm sorry to any Tails fanboys, but I just don't even like Tails being there, or talking, or being there.
Tails. Now, what am I
But
gonna
then
do?
again, you know, everybody has their own opinion on the different characters, so...
I guess you can see where you're coming from there. Like, I'm not really a big fan of a couple of characters myself, which I don't really need to get into right now. This is the start of the first stage, Emerald Coast, which is one of the more known stages throughout the Sonic world that they try to redo in many other games, like Sonic 06. They redo a level like this and the main action sequence of running from the killer whale.
He didn't even do that on purpose, and it still worked out pretty well.
I'm trying to get as many rings as I can just because I like shiny things. Who doesn't like shiny things? If you do not like shiny things, you may post a comment about it so we can all come to your channel and post comments.
As everybody knows, people love to get pissed off at other people's YouTube comments and start these huge, ridiculous arguments.
Because that's the best thing in the world.
Oh my god, you should have seen some of those. I won't get into it.
Yeah, that turn right there back there is a glitch that many know about, that if you don't have the right speed and you get caught on the corner around there, then you fall through the floor and you lose life, which is pretty cheap. And this is the killer whale scene I was talking about.
It's a very big whale.
I'm just wondering, why is it going after a hedgehog?
Well, it is 3 feet tall and blue.
Eh.
What I want to know is why people put all these springs and dash pads and rings in the forest and
Just-
cities and whatnot.
Just go with it.
how the
That's what
land-
makes the Sonic game a Sonic
how
game.
the land got formed into loops and all the stuff that's here to form a track.
I really don't care. I would love it if I found a place like this, if I could
I
run
mean,
as fast as
it's
Sonic.
interesting and it's fun to watch, but I just...
Yeah, I tried to get that speed
That's
power up
hilarious.
there, but I kind of missed it. And this is the
I wanna
first
be-
little shortcut of the game.
I want to just book it through a city one day and find all these rings I can pick up and all these valuable things and run through a loop inside of New York or something.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. They do have a city level in this that I don't know if it
No,
has a
I
loop or not, but there is like
actually personally want to do it myself.
well, to tie you over, there is a city level that's later over in the game if you want to pay a little bit more attention to that, but it's not till a later stage. I think it's stage 7.
Obviously, this is
Jump on panel number 1.
Oh,
It
yes.
will take you to panels
Let
2
you
and
start
3.
on stage 1,
Jump
and then you go to stage 2.
I've
And
had
then you
games
go to
where
stage
start
3.
on stage, the last stage.
Oh, yeah. Well,
like,
it's not exactly that. It's more just kind of like a prologue.
The very first Brothers in Arms game.
Yeah. Except they don't start at the very end. They kind of just start.
Well, yeah,
They kind of start like a 75% kind of deal.
more towards the end.
And we
Back
just
to
we did the
Sonic.
first stage here, which is along Emerald Coast, and we found Tails.
Yeah,
New
not
Tails.
bad.
I mean, no.
And we get introduced to our next cutscene of the game when he brings Tails back to the resort.
I'm just
By the way, I really hate Tails' theme in this. It's pretty annoying, and always what the lyrics are about and everything like that. I just can't
Yeah, I
stand
was
it.
listening to that earlier, and it was just awful.
Yeah, I'm one of the kind of people that when a Sonic game comes out, I go on the internet and I download the soundtrack and I listen to it.
The tornado.
Well, at least I try to. There's some music that I don't like listening to, but then there's some I just replay over and over because it's pretty cool.
And I'm one of the guys that'll be sitting there not playing Sonic-type games.
A chaos emerald.
Yeah, this is also one of the very few games where everyone gets really surprised at Chaos Emeralds. Like, when you get to further games like Sonic 06, it's like, oh, look, an emerald. Hey, look, another one. Oh, we're finding them all. Oh, wow. But in this game, it's like, oh my god. It's like we're finding the Hope Diamonds.
I've got something I've got to show you. It's in the Mystic Ruin.
And this is the end of Sonic Adventure DX Playthrough Part 1. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Will.
And we're signing off.